Hey guys, welcome to Mike Mashers, episode 8. Apparently I didn't need to say that, but oh well, we're saying it anyway now. I'm Gobbo, or Sam, and here with me we have...
I'm Alex, aka Detective Mittenz.
Taha, aka Munchkin-T.
And Jonny, aka SoapDuds.
Oh, lovely. I love you guys.
Love you too, mate.
Alright, so what we got to talk about this week then?
This week we are hitting up the Kojima, leaving Konami and the whole Metal Gear Solid kerfuffle.
Yes, the kerfuffle.
The kerfuffle, and we're also talking a little bit about Nintendo's announcement of their supposed new gaming platform, codenamed the NX.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What
Let's talk
lies
about
in
that
store?
first.
It's gonna be cool, and then they got a cool name, they're gonna screw it up. Watch them. Like,
Well, you mean how like the Wii was codenamed like the Nintendo Revolution?
Oh yeah, I remember
They
that.
changed
Awesome.
it to the Wii.
And the GameCube was called the Dolphin. I quite like the GameCube name, but Dolphin's pretty.
Yeah,
sweet,
GameCube's
too.
fine. GameCube makes sense in a way.
This one's called the NX, and then it'll be called the Teddy Bear.
No,
What was
then it'd be
the Wii
called the
codename as?
the Wii M for Wii Mobile or something stupid like that.
But
Oh,
is
dear.
it
It's gonna be
indeed
called the new 3DS.
is it mobile centric?
That's the thing, we don't know. All we know so far is that they've announced a partnership with a Japanese mobile phone company called DNA, or however you like to pronounce it. And after that, they've announced that they're working on a new console called the NX, which they're going to give us some more information on in 2016. Yeah, so I mean, it's all up to speculation at the moment. I mean, some people are thinking it's going to be like a full-blown console, but generally, I think people are going on lines of it's going to be a portable gaming device, possibly replacing the 3DS. But I personally think it's going to be something a lot more mobile-centric, to be honest. Because I know
Maybe it's
they're
going to
going
be that thing which they've been wanting to do for ages. Sorry, maybe it's going to be that thing they've been wanting to do for ages, like combining the mobile and like proper console thing. It might be that they've been they keep saying about doing something like that. So maybe it's happening. The NX.
Yeah. Well, with the partnership with DNA, we could be seeing a lot more maybe Nintendo-related mobile games coming out, but that could be separate to the NX. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of an ugh. We don't know how well that's going to go. I'm assuming we'll probably just get a few ports of things as well, just to.
No, they've already announced they're not doing any
bursting onto
ports.
the scene. Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no ports, all original games.
No ports. Okay. So we're either going to get something interesting, which is very unlikely, or we're going to get a lot of Mario Fruit Ninja, or was it Mario Jewel Quest, or God knows what else. Gosh.
Do you know
mobile
what I'm
games.
expecting? Well, I really hope they don't do, because it will screw their 3DS market, but at the same time, it would be very good for them. Imagine, like, a Pokemon game on your mobile. How much would that sell? Then, make it free, and then put microtransactions on it, then you got it. Like, what more do you need? Make it so the Pokemon Center is real time.
Yeah,
You can pay down with microtransactions, and you're good to go, you know?
I reckon.
Exactly like another
To be
Pokemon
honest, I
game.
don't see Nintendo failing mobile wise, because there's a big market out there for people who want like Nintendo type products on their phone.
Yeah,
So,
because I think the problem that
like-
people have with getting into the mobile sphere is that they're not recognizable. Well, Nintendo is Nintendo. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone
exactly. Yeah,
knows that.
exactly. I mean, me
So
personally,
they did release
I
an
don't.
app for the Mario Kart, didn't they?
Did they release an app for Mario Kart?
Yeah, it should be. I can't remember what it's called now, but it was like so you could review your footage and things like that because you could upload it to the Nintendo Network and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that sounds neat. That sounds neato.
Ooh, to bring it back to something Smash Bros. This is very outdated and we haven't talked about this. Have you seen that Sakurai's announced that Mewtwo's almost finished and will be released soon?
Oh, the Mewtwo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mewtwo DLC. Get hyped.
Awesome.
Yeah, you
Got
get
my-
hyped. For your...
I'm so getting
Yeah,
hyped
hyped
because
is
I'm
right.
totally
Right,
getting
see?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna play Mewtwo all the time. With that version I don't have.
That's cool. Me and Sam have got our music CDs. It's all good.
I've got £10 worth of eShop vouchers you can put towards it.
To be fair, I also have another £10 worth of eShop vouchers. We're mounting it up, Taha.
Oh, that's You know what? I think it's better if you guys just use it on whatever you want. Because me
I've already
personally,
bought everything.
I've already got everything I want. Well, to
I
be
can't
honest,
help
dude,
you, Taha, I'm
if I
sorry.
take if I take those vouchers off you, I'm not getting Smash Bros. I'll spend it on something else.
Yeah?
So don't trust me with those vouchers, man.
How dare you?
That's just low.
I'm trying to win you Smash Bros by playing Smash Bros, and this is how you treat it.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. If you are so hell bent on me getting Smash Bros that you're willing to give me those vouchers for the specific use of getting Smash Bros, then I have to get Smash Bros.
Good. Damn right.
I like how I mentioned this every episode of it. You probably enjoyed it last week when I wasn't here. It's like, oh my god, no Smash Bros.
I don't need to defend myself. Yeah, somehow Smash Bros gets in the conversation every time. But yeah, back to the Nintendo console.
Yeah, it's looking good. I'm hoping good things for it. Like, if it's a console, just seeing, like, I just want them to do something simple, which is really stupid because, like, Nintendo are known for innovating, and they should be innovating because games should be innovating. So it's great that they're doing that. But at the same time, I just want them to make something simple that works. Like,
I have a horrible feeling in the back of my mind that it's going to be something kind of a cross between like a smartphone-y type console thing.
oh god, no.
Kind of like I'm thinking like an N-Gage but modern day, and I don't want that.
I'm worried too. I've got this because like it's only been 3 years since Wii U came out, and they've already announced their next console. So that alone worries me slightly.
Well, the thing is about that is like, is it that kind of a console? If you get what I mean, is it their next generation console?
Yeah, no. Nintendo has stated that it's their next dedicated gaming machine.
So it is gonna be like the successor of the Wii U. It is.
No, they don't know that. It could be a 3DS successor.
Yeah, that's it. That's the idea. Is that it's not necessarily clear what exactly it is at the moment. Because if it is the next generation, I mean, we all class the Wii U as an 8th generation console, right? Next to the PS4 and Xbox One, right?
Yep.
So
I'd say it's like 1.5.
Well, yeah. So because
it's in its own category.
Well, in a way, it is.
It's more bloody next gen, like gameplay wise, than the other one.
Yeah. We're not necessarily talking about gameplay, more as just technically speaking, if it is next generation. Because technically speaking, it is, right? So
yeah, but
and
the
next
new generation's barely technical better anyway. So it's,
yeah.
I don't feel this is a new generation 1.5.
Yeah,
the Wii U is definitely not up to par like with PS4 and stuff.
Well,
like,
that's not. I'm not talking about like when it comes to its power or its capability, but just in terms of you want to technically say generation wise what it is. It's like how people say the Nintendo Wii wasn't as good as the it was nowhere near as good as the PS3, right? Or the Xbox 360. But it's still classed as a Generation 7 console, right?
Yeah, fine. If we're going by that.
Yeah. So, just judging by that, would the next console would this NX, could it necessarily be the first Generation 9 console?
Yeah,
I don't
but
see that because it's going to be 3DS successor.
Yeah.
More likely, anyway.
If that is the case, if it is a 3DS successor, then that's an entirely different thing then. But if it's a home console, that's pretty big.
Like I was saying, I think it's going to be like the thing they were talking about, like the combination of the two, where it's going to be. They said they've been wanting to do something that combines both portable and home consoles, so they might be trying for that. But
yeah, it could be something you could plug into your TV or maybe dock
and
play with the controller.
Well, like the PlayStation TV thingy. I don't know.
Kind of. If you could pick the PlayStation TV up and take it with you, I mean, rather than taking the cartridges out.
It's like when you can play, like stream your Vita through your PS4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Well, I don't really. If there is that, then I'm not necessarily all that excited for that. Because does it mean new games, or does it just mean?
Of course, it means new games.
It does, right? It does mean new games.
Definitely.
Okay.
Then in that case, making new consoles because Nintendo go through the cycle, and they've already gone through the cycle with 3DS. Like they've done their Mario Party, they've done their Mario Kart, they've done their Smash.
They've gone through their checklist and they've ticked them off.
Yeah, they've gone through their checklist. Okay, all good. You know, Metroid. No, what? Oh, don't worry.
Metroid, F-Zero, Star Fox. What? Where are those? I thought Star Fox is coming out.
Yeah, Star Fox is this way.
Yeah.
on its
I
way.
mean,
Yeah.
the only thing like, do you think when the NX or whatever they will call it comes out, are they gonna leave the Wii U alone? Like, are they gonna do the thing what's happening now, where most games for Xbox One or PS4 are exclusively coming out of that, and then a downgraded version for PS3 and Xbox 360?
I don't reckon. I think Nintendo is like, unlike the other companies, they're very smart about it, and they're not abandoning their console because they know that's the only way it's gonna, because they don't want to make their customers lose faith in them, which is something the PlayStation did not do for the Vita, and like no one wants to get that now because they just know that it's dead. It's dead in the water, and I wouldn't get another
Goddamn Vita.
Sony handheld because I just don't trust them to do anything with it. Well, the Wii U may have been seen as a failure, but they kept like chugging with it, and now it's a pretty damn good console. And the reason is because they kept the support going. They didn't just go, "Oh, damn, that's screwed. That's just."
Yeah, exactly.
Just brush that under the carpet and move on.
The PS Vita does feel like this corpse at the table. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, they didn't put in Virtual Boy.
That there's even talk about like Gravity Rush coming to PS4.
They're porting it to PS4.
Yeah, which is like, it just feels like, alright, yeah, the V is dead. If they're gonna get like Gravity Rush, which is one of the main reasons for getting the Vita, and then it's like, well, let's just bring that to consoles, man. Let's bring that to.
They already did with Tearaway too. Tearaway was supposed to be their big PS Vita exclusive, and they just basically instantly ported that to the PS4.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, bloody hell! See what I mean? Wow.
No love.
Vita.
No love, Vita. All right. Well, I guess. Well, do you guys have anything else to say about the NX? Because if not, then we gotta get on to
bring on 2016.
Wait.
So we can learn more.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Yeah, I would say that it's too early to really dive into a conversation about it.
Quickly, while we had the subject of ports going on, did anyone see the sales figures on the DMC HD reboot?
Are you gonna hate? Are you gonna start hating again?
Yes,
Now, I actually have something to say about that.
Oh, here we go.
Right? Like, okay, so it's so obvious that the only reason that they're bringing out DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition and Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is just to see which one of the two is going to get a sequel. That's it.
If any.
That's the only reason. If they're like, ooh, Devil May Cry 4 went really well because everyone could play as Virgil, which is the best thing ever, then there you go, we're going to have Devil May Cry 5 in the original Devil May Cry 5 lineage kind of universe. But if, for some strange twist of fate, somehow DMC gets more sales...
It's not. It's just
no,
not.
yeah,
and that's
it's
speaking
not.
to someone
It's
who,
not gonna.
Like, I love the game. I friggin' love that game. I don't care what anyone tells me. But I can tell you.
Good for you, man.
It's not,
Good for you.
I'm not going to tell you anything,
It's
man.
like there's really no point. There's really no point in trying to say that it's gonna do better, because it's not. Because there's way too many haters out there that I just haven't bothered to give this game a chance. That have just said, I'm not buying this game, and they're gonna purposely buy, Sam included. Yeah, that's like,
I played the demo, man. That's more I need.
No, that's not all you need. Don't stop. No, you know better than to judge a game by the
I
game.
am on your side. I'm on your side because I have played through the entirety of DMC plus the Virgil Downfall DLC.
Really?
Right? I did it all. Yeah, I did it all.
And you don't like it.
And it's not that I don't like it. It's because it could have been so much. It could have been so much more. It could have been so much more.
Well, I guess that's the answer for the definitive edition. Is there's an insane amount of changes they've made.
Yeah, but that should have been there the first time.
Well,
and
it doesn't matter.
that's
all right. Fine, it was a mistake. It got fixed. So what are you gonna?
The damage is done.
Say?
The damage is done.
What damage is done? It's a game. It can be changed up. It can be fixed.
Okay, let me ask you this: for damage is done, would you know what happened to SimCity, right? Would you buy another one?
What?
Do you know what happened to SimCity?
I have no idea what happened to SimCity.
Okay, I'll ask Alex. Alex knows this, and he knows whether you buy the damage is done. Okay, you bought SimCity, didn't you? Yeah. Would you buy another one?
I would not buy another SimCity game.
Why? What happened? Explain. Briefly though, but explain.
I can't sound.
Okay, basically, to just put it briefly, they launched it when they launched it, it was always online DRM, which didn't work. So people were locked out of the game for like the first week, basically after they put off like from launch.
Oh,
when
yeah?
they did get into the game, it was really.
This is
just
for the new
not
one, right?
good. The build. Pardon?
This well, for which version is this?
The most recent SimCity game.
Oh, well, Sims 4.
No, Sims.
No, not
SimCity.
Sims. Sims 4 was rubbish anyway
What's
because they
SimCity?
took stuff out.
Oh God, I'm such a.
What?
I'm uneducated with games. What the hell is SimCity?
It's a city
man.
building simulator.
Oh,
Which,
it's a
by the way,
it's a
if you
city
have a chance
building
to play-
You run
simulator.
a city, not.
Oh, okay. Right.
If-
Well, I
no,
look
if
like
you
an
have a
idiot
chance
there,
to-
but okay.
If you have a chance
It's
to
okay,
play,
man. It's all right.
City Skylines, which is basically everything that SimCity should have been but was not, then give it a go. I bought it. It's very good. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I thought maybe it's like, hey, this looks like a good SimCity. Maybe this
really
isn't
is.
awful. Maybe I'll try this.
All right.
Yeah, it was so disappointing with SimCity. But yeah, getting back to that, the damage is done is definitely the same kind of thing.
I think
they
I
literally
think
slapped their
yeah.
fan base in the
It's-
face. They even had like a
Exactly.
dedicated cutscene to it. Like, what
Yeah,
kind of game
yeah.
dedicates a cutscene to slapping their fan base in the face?
yeah.
Like-
Wait. Are you still
It's
on
just
about the
toxic.
bit with
burned
the mop?
into my head.
Are you still talking about the bit with the mop head?
Yes,
Dude, that
Yes.
was a joke. Oh my God.
exactly.
People cannot
It was a
hate
joke.
that. It was just
It was a joke. But that's the
wasn't
point.
a funny
That's
joke.
the point. It was a joke that they did that.
It was a joke at like the fans' expense, though, and you shouldn't
No,
insult your
but it
fans
really
like that.
wasn't. Because if you think about it, right, what's the main thing? What is the number one thing? And I can't believe we're even talking about this because this podcast has nothing to do with Devil May Cry. I'm angry at you for even bringing it up, Sam. Yeah.
This has been brewing for a long time.
Just to have just to have one last little talk about it before the next explosion, right? Is the main thing that fans have a problem with is that Dante doesn't have white hair.
No, they have a problem with how he looks.
No.
They said Dante
Yeah,
doesn't have
looked
white
and
hair.
acted.
I'm not talking about you, but we're talking about the majority of fans that were too blind to really think clearly about this. Is
I have to
Dante
second
doesn't have
Sam's
white
opinion,
hair?
to be honest.
This game's bad. And then he does have white hair. Like spoiler
No.
alert. But at the end of the game, he gets white hair.
No, he doesn't.
It
Though.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't.
it
No.
wasn't
It's
only-
permanent
Let me
white
tell
hair.
you. Let me tell you this.
Played.
Let me tell you this,
We're not
right?
talking about the gameplay right now. But go on, Johnny.
The reason why people, and this is coming from someone who played it extensively, the reason why this Dante is complete bollocks is because of
Thanks for that, Johnny.
his persona, his attitude, and his style, right? Are almost it's almost as if when a teenager tries to act cool in spite of the things that people like and just falls flat on its face.
Yes, I could do.
I mean, yes,
He does like that.
exactly.
I'm all for that. But the game
What?
starts.
Why?
Well, no. I'm not saying I'm all for that. I don't agree with the fact that he acts like a douche. I'm saying I'm all for the opinion that he acts like a douche, right? Is that but there's a reason behind that. Is the game starts off with him?
Is that he's a douche?
Well, no. The game starts off with him acting like a douche, but it's character progression. He doesn't end the game the way he starts it.
Oh yes, he does.
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
sorry.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry, man, but what I can't handle over anything else is that by the end of Devil May Cry 3, where Dante is at his youngest, by the end he realizes what his mission is. That's when he decides, okay, I'm gonna start up Devil May Cry, I can't remember if it's Devil's Never Cry, but he sets up his business
I think
to fight demons.
Devil's Never Cry is what he changes it, I think.
Oh yeah, he changes
Changes
it at the end of the
number
first
one.
one. Yeah. Okay, so at the end of Devil May Cry 3, after he fights his brother and stuff like that, he realizes, look, this is my mission now. Like he has like a real big purpose, but he doesn't lose fundamentally his inner persona. The guy that we see in DMC is not that. He just goes through it. He does whatever Virgil tells him to do, and at the end he's like, "What? Oh my god! Like, oh, I can't believe you're evil. We have to fight." And then at the end, I'll pull out some Devil Trigger, which, by the way, the Devil Trigger is absolute balls. But that's a story for another time. But at the end of it all, he just kind of goes, yeah, whatever, I'm cool.
Whoa, no,
and then that's it.
I disagree with almost everything you said, but I'm not gonna say why, because we're seriously running out of time. So screw this stupid conversation. Yeah.
Hideo Kojima.
No, we're moving past this.
Why is there no talk
Kojima?
button?
Metal Gear Solid. He's leaving. He's leaving. Why? Let's speak about that.
All right, let me give you.
The head, Sam.
I can give you the facts for. I'll give you the facts for the whole Hideo Kojima situation. So, Hideo Kojima has announced that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is his last Metal Gear Solid game, and you have to take those words very seriously. Metal Gear Solid game, right?
Okay.
Because there's a stark difference between Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear, but that's another thing. So he's saying, I'm leaving, Kojima Productions, but I'm still going to be around to kind of just be there to kind of like oversee operations. But he, in terms of explicitly working on Metal Gear Solid games, he's like, that's it. Phantom Pain is the last thing. Now, everyone's like, oh, that's really sucky. But the worst thing about it all is that the other kind of higher ups at Kojima Productions are actually kind of going to erase his name as director of Metal Gear games from games that are already out. So like, there's this very scary thing that they might take away his name from where it says directed by Hideo Kojima in The Phantom Pain and other Metal Gear games. So Hideo Kojima and the other executives are on bad terms. There's no hiding that they're at odds,
Wow.
which is the scariest thing.
You sure he's not just pulling a master ruse? I mean, he is leaving on the 1st of April, and
That's true.
He does pull a lot of ruses.
Oh,
Who knows?
Is that
Who
a trend
knows?
that
It's
he-
the
that he
ruse
does?
cruise.
Is that he just says something and then just goes completely against it, like in a few months?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know what to think about this. I'm quite sad. Metal Gear Solid's a damn good franchise, and it's sad to see him leaving it.
Oh
But
yeah,
at the same
same
time,
here.
if Konami and stuff are holding him back, and I assume if they're on bad terms, they're going to be telling him to do stuff which he doesn't like, and overriding his decisions.
Oh,
maybe it's a
mate.
good thing he's leaving the company, because maybe
Like-
he can go make his own studio and do what he wants. And
Yeah.
like, anyone's going to want
I
it. He's
mean-
hardly exactly unemployable.
I mean, if you want a perfect example of Hideo Kojima being forced to do something he doesn't want to do, just look at Metal Gear Solid 4. Look at Metal Gear Solid 4, play it, and then you'll find out what happens when Hideo Kojima is told to do something he doesn't want to do.
What happened?
You get... Well, it's just, if you play the series, if you play the canon series of Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, Peace Walker, you see the kind of push he does for his games that he pleasurably directs. Then you look at Metal Gear Solid 4, where he was forced by the other executives to make. You realize that it falls apart at its core at being a true Metal Gear Solid game.
Ooh, that's quite a controversial statement there, man.
I'm gonna admit, I didn't like 4 very much compared to the others as well.
Well-
I didn't know why at the time, but I pretty much.
I mean,
just have as much passion.
If you watch the interviews of him just talking to whoever while he's making Metal Gear Solid 4 and in relation to MGS4, you almost can see he's like visibly upset by the whole ordeal because he just didn't want to do it. He actually, his Metal Gear Solid ends at MGS2. It ends there. That's his. MGS4 isn't his. The same as well as Portable Ops is not his.
What about Acid?
we don't talk about that. That doesn't. Just play the deja vu.
I can't believe I have that game.
Play the deja vu mission and like in Ground Zeroes and just be like, the hell is this crap?
I've never been more disappointed playing a game when I started playing Metal Gear Solid Acid. I was like, yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Oh.
Oh.
Card games.
Oh my.
oh God! It was, wasn't it? It was a card game.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh
Which you
dear.
can run out of cards in.
Why don't they at least put that on the cover or put that in the name? Or like Metal Gear Solid card version. Or instead of Metal
That
Metal
really
Gear
sells
Solid,
it.
it's just like Metal Gear card. I don't know.
I
Cardboard box edition.
one more
Or
thing
just call
to
it
say.
Yu-Gi-Oh and be done with it.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! MGS edition. One more thing to say is that because he's leaving, or if he is or not, we'll find out soon enough. But if he does leave Konami, I'm slightly worried about what's going to happen to Silent Hills, because that's under Konami. Silent Hills is under Konami.
Yeah, but does Kojima have something to do with that?
Yeah, he's
producing it.
directing it alongside Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
So, and we won't see Silent Hills for quite some time, and because that's a Konami product, and he's not gonna, I'm not as worried for Silent Hills as I am for Metal Gear Solid, because it's not a Metal Gear Solid game, and he says he's not doing Metal Gear Solid anymore. That doesn't mean he's not going to do Silent Hills, which I'm kind of reassured about.
I don't want to play that game. That looks terrible.
No. The reason why it's only like that because I'm convinced it's gonna go in the kind of direction as Silent Hill 4, where when you're in the room, it's first person. So when you're in that building, you're in first person, and you're doing your Amnesia Slenderman-esque kind of going around finding stuff. And then I assume once you get outside that house, it will go into like the traditional third person.
Yeah,
Whether it's going to be third person in a Resident Evil 4 behind the shoulder camera view, or traditional third person Silent Hill where it's a kind of semi-fixed camera angles.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, did you see the interview where he was talking about how scary he wanted to make the game?
I saw the conference. It's hilarious.
That's what scares me. It's just the game itself. Like PT was scary as well. But what he said when he was like, "Yeah, normally players have this kind of you can only make a game so scary, but for this game we thought screw that. We just want players to themselves." So.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing. It's like we don't want players to wet themselves. We want players to themselves. So it's just like yes, and like other stuff he was saying about like. When you watch a scary movie, you can just close your eyes and the movie will keep going on. In a video game, you have to input your input into it to make it progress. And he was just like, look, if you're too scared to play it, then we don't care. We don't care if this game's not going to sell well because it's super scary. We don't care. And I love that. I love it when Hideo goes, I don't care. Because that's when he makes his magnum. Yeah, that's when he makes his magnum opus, his Metal Gear Solid 2, his MGS. Like he just doesn't care. He wants to do something he wants.
That's when he makes.
That's
like,
when you get
vagina
sick
bombs
stuff.
and child soldiers being murdered. This is when good stuff happens.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just to wrap up, what do you guys overall, like, last thoughts on Kojima leaving?
I'm
Sad
overall
Kojima.
worried.
General thoughts, worried.
Bring back Snake for Smash Bros.
Oh yes.
That's what it was. What it's come to. Yeah, Kojima leaving. Okay, yeah. Bring Snake back.
I got. When I went to Hyper Japan, there was like these people from Nintendo doing interviews with just like people who were at the stand, and they were like, "Oh, so how's your day going and stuff like that? What are your thoughts on Smash 4 and stuff?" And I went, "Oh yeah, it's really great, but there's just one thing missing. Snake. Where's Snake?" And then I just left.
Okay, well, I guess that...
Plot twist, Kojima goes to Nintendo.
Oh, mate.
Kojima goes to Nintendo, all of a sudden Mario becomes extremely stealth-like.
breaking necks. You know?
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Can you just imagine like Mario just like roll up behind a Koopa and then just goes
snaps his neck. Oh mate. Yes,
that'll be
The
amazing.
Codex conversations
But
were
alright.
really annoying.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I guess we're at the part of the show where we're gonna have to close off. So
Alright.
No.
so yeah.
Has it got any
I'll
better
do-
since I was here last time?
well, it's always yeah, sure. If you
No,
think
no,
if you
it's just
think
as bad.
things have gone much better now that Sam's here, give us a like. I'm trying really hard to be a YouTuber. I
Let's-
know, that's just something
You don't have enough jump cuts to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fair point. But yeah, all right.
If there's any way we can jump cut the podcast.
Well, the thing is, if we do, they wouldn't know. They'd have no
Yeah,
idea.
exactly.
It would just sound
Oh,
weird.
no.
Sam, when you edit this,
Alright.
you've got to make sure it sounds completely stupid.
But yeah, all right.
Alright.
So I guess I'll do the outro. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. It's as always, it's been a pleasure, and it's always been a pleasure with you guys, especially
yeah.
talking with you guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
Mm.
I appreciate that.
And I will nominate Jonny this time to do the weird sound for our outro. So yeah, Jonny, sign us out.
Well, I'll just give the lovely listeners a piece of advice. Always wipe front to back.